Let's learn to make Japanese book binding. The materials needed are single-sided printed papers, ruler, pencil, awl, needle, thread, binder clips, and a pair of scissors. Firstly, fold the papers into half to get A5 size. Next, cut them into half to get A5 size papers. Now, do the measurement on the cover page as shown. You can also use cereal box as the cover page. Before we make holes through the papers, fasten the papers together. Now, we're going to use the awl to make holes through the marking shown. There are 4 holes to be made. Push the awl through the papers. Be careful not to injure your fingers. Continue doing so for all the markings until the last one. Now, we will prepare the thread. The thread should be about 3.5 times the length of the book. Push the thread through the needle and leave a tail hanging. Do not tie a knot. Now, let's start sewing. Start by pushing the needle upwards through the second hole. Leave a tail of about 5 cm or a thumb length at the back of the book. So that's the tail that is left behind. Now, place the thread over the spine as shown and push the needle upward again through the second hole. Tighten the thread and adjust so that it does not overlap at the spine. Now, we will move on to the third hole. Push the needle down through the third hole. The thread will now go over the spine and push the needle down through the third hole again. Now, push the needle up through the fourth and the last hole. Fix the thread over the spine and push the needle upward through the last hole again. Now, place the thread over the base of the book and push the needle upward through the last hole again. Now that we are halfway there, tighten the thread at each part that you have sewn earlier. Now, let's move on with the second half. Push the needle down the third hole. And push the needle through the second hole. push the needle down through the first hole. Place the thread over the spine of the book and push the needle down through the first hole again. Next, place the thread over the top of the book and push the needle down through the first hole again. So, we are almost done. We just need to tie a knot to end this. Place the needle under the two threads as shown, and then under the other thread as shown. Now, pass it through the loop. Adjust the thread so that you can tie the knot as close as to the second hole as possible. Repeat this step by placing the needle under the two threads, one more thread into the loop, and tighten the knot as close as to the second hole. So the last part is to tie a double knot with the earlier tail left behind. Now, cut the remaining thread as close to the knot. Remove the binder clips, and there you have it, a notebook with Japanese book binding done. I hope you'll make one. Thank you.